Cloak, and welcome to your review. So covering any questions first. When popping true shot on trash in AoE pulse and M+, how heavy do we weigh a multi-shotting to get a trick shots buff each cast during true shot? At 100%, there is no higher priority. So like losing aim shots is far less important than making sure that you have trick shots for all of them. Because you have to imagine, so like trick shots will do for each bounce over 50% of aim shot's original damage. So if you think about it, if you do not have trick shots for an aim shot on just 3 targets, then that aim shot will effectively do half damage. So by missing out on trick shots, you're effectively losing aim shots casts anyway. And of course, so like it's close on 3 targets, but it's still like a net gain. And then as soon as you add more targets, like it's then suddenly like a non-buffed aim will do like 1/3 of its or a fourth of its original damage. I stand in a video of a heroic echo of Nelth kill. I won full single target MM for the fight. As we went over in my last video, I attempted to break my bad habits and focus more on rotational fixes. Some input on my single target play would be great this week. I understand the never keep aim shot rule, and it's a bad habit I have to rapid fire when I shouldn't. Besides that, I think some help with the things outside of this issue will be ideal for this week with a focus on anything single target related. Alright. In that case, let's have a look. So first, I'll just open the VoD here, but then I'll pause, tab over to your log, and just check the setup. Obviously, I think, since I'm a little bit slow to this review, which I apologize for, I'm just gonna hit up your character here. Because of course, what you had in this particular log might be a little outdated. So just sort of a real quick character review. So still running Onyx unneeded, that's fine. It's a little bit hard to replace, but it can be done, usually with a 441 socket. Crafted bracers, maybe legs would have been better given that you're already running 4-piece with legs as off-piece, and obviously 6 eye level on a pair of legs is a lot more valuable than 6 on a, but not much to be done about that. Dispenser, very nice, I'm very jealous. Obviously great ring with great stats, but pretty much any ring with a socket would be better, so if you have free time, then grinding and plus for sockets is, I guess, a decent value. Icon is still pretty competitive, it's pretty hard to replace, but you should keep in mind that others are losing their icons at a rapid rate. Healers and tanks especially. So, the default for a long time by now has been to sim icon with everyone having it. But that may no longer be the case for your group, so that's something you may want to think about changing. And in that case, in case no one else has it, icon may suddenly not be better than say 441 dice or something. So that's just something to keep in mind while simming. Decent cloak, maybe a vortex one would be better. And you're running a crit meta gem, and then everything else is just kind of 441. So so it should be pretty easy to replace a 421 belt with a 441 with good stats. Socket or not. I mean, if you're loaded on gold, you could even hit up the auction house and grab the BOE belt. It's not great stats, but you can basically buy yourself a guaranteed socket this way. So that's worth considering. Everything else looks pretty sensible. Verse is super low, but I mean, if your sims say what they say, then nothing to worry about there. It's not like we have a ton of sockets to mess around with. Anyway, hopping into the log itself now, and I might check. Well, actually, so the log, we have the VoD now, so we don't really need that. So now let's just have a look. So a little UI critique I would recommend. So your readability timeline thing here does not have decimals on its counter. So I would head into display settings, find the format options for the text, and set it to increase precision below 10, and then you get decimals. Because right now, you kind of want to time things around you, maybe 2.5 seconds for aim shot, or 2 seconds for steady shot precasts. And without decimals showing on this timer, it's a bit more difficult to do that. Because you can see, okay, so in this case, you pretty much nailed the precast timing. So it wasn't much of an issue there. Here, mistake is, so I mean, we've gotten rid of the puzzle box, so I won't then go into that, honestly. I feel like you send the true shot global a little bit quickly. We just slow it down a little bit more. For the puzzle box, we kind of skip the critique here. Okay, and then you move, so your GCD is over after this dash check. I mean, you've popped true shot, but then you move at the very beginning here. Even though, I don't know. I would probably have been able to sneak an aim shot in there. Or at least they have like, you could even have fired another global before popping the arcane shot, or the aim shot, and true shot if you felt you had to move there. So, yeah, like in a situation where like the very opener forces you to move because you get unlucky with the spawns or whatever. Although in this case, you could arguably have pre-positioned better at the beginning of the pull, but that's another matter. Like, there's nothing wrong with sending Death Chakram followed by an arcane shot while you move, and then going into true shot, aim shot. Like, the rotation is only strict, assuming that you're standing still, and you shouldn't follow it at like all costs. Wait, so let me just see here. After this first aim shot, so aim shot. Okay, that's fine. And then I'm not sure what global you send here, because it should have been a rapid fire, but it doesn't look like it was an arcane shot either. Let me just like try to understand here. So aim shot. Then what do you press? Oh, actually, you're just not pressing anything. So it looked like there was a global, but I can see down here now a little bit. I have to squint a bit. You should never just hit 3 aims in a row. Like the rotation should be aim shot, rapid fire, aim shot. That's pretty much universal for all situations. So like right now, like the rapid fire is just getting delayed way too much. That should have been like your third cast. And then, so, okay, there comes the rapid fire. And now we're back into the aim shots. And like, even though there's small gaps between your aim shots where it's not quite off cooldown, like those are the gaps you need to fill with other casts. So I think it's actually easier to demonstrate in why I want to analyze the timeline here. We go here. Timeline. Okay, so this is what I mean, right? Like these gaps right here should not exist. There should always be like you cannot do 3 aim shots in a row. There will always be a gap like this, and you have to fill it with like kill shot if available, and then if no kill shot, then you go to rapid fire. That's the second highest prio filler, and then arcane shot is the lowest prio filler. So that's the way I like to think about it. Like you're basically alternating. Like aim shot has to be every second global, otherwise you'll charge cap. And then in between those, you want to fit either one of your 3 main fillers, but you definitely don't want to leave empty globals like this. So that's very low-hanging fruit and should be a big increase to fix. Like right here as well, like just sitting, like it's like you took the advice to aim shot a lot, like almost a little much too hard. Now you find yourself like aim shotting at the cost of basically everything else, which is a huge loss. Like casting something all the time is more important than what you're casting. And so especially in the opener here where you get most of your damage done. And also just here, like rapid fire was off cooldown after this aim shot, but it's actually like 2 seconds to sort of realize, like to cast it. Like if we just like I'm just gonna compare to random opener of mine, could be Kasara, why not? Since it's pure single target build. This is just for demonstration purposes. So you notice here, like aim shot, rapid fire, and then I had a kill shot proc, and I could barely get away with this. Like I get this aim shot off just as the second charge comes off cooldown, so it worked out. But then it's like aim shot, arcane, aimed, rapid, aimed, kill shot, aimed, arcane. You see like the cadence here is that nearly always, with very few exceptions, I'm making sure that there's a global between my aim shots, and there are no gaps between my casts here. Like for the whole fight, I had apparently no downtime. Like if we just scroll through this fight, there's no gap. Well, like I guess a steel trap right here and a little bit here, where I basically had no downtime. For some reason, it's not counting steel trap as a global, even though it is. But you know that's a little WoW analyzer bug. Whereas here already, like there's already basically, if we add all these up, like half second here, that's kind of well, that's not unavoidable actually. That could have been avoided. Half second there, 1.5 seconds, that is 2 seconds. Another half second, that's 2.5. And then another almost 2 seconds, that's 4.5 seconds. And then a little bit here. So we're looking at 5 seconds of AFK in the first 17 seconds. Alright, going deeper. So just kind of skipping past the opener now, because now I'm just interested in how you play outside of that. So kind of just waiting for true shot to end, which could take a while if your RNG is good enough, as you know. Alright, so coming out of the true shot here, double steady shot is correct. So here you're sending aim shot with a charge of precise shots remaining, even though aim shot is nowhere near 2 charges. So you see this, precise shots up, aim shot not on 2 charges, and you're casting aim shot. This is a mistake, because the higher prior cast would, well, it would really be a rapid fire at this point. But you could probably fit the rapid fire, then the arcane, then the aim shot within this 5-second window. But you know, did this, so then you get a true shot proc. And so you should have reacted to this true shot proc more appropriately. Because it's really bad to get a true shot proc and then send rapid fire. Because as soon as true shot procs, like your aim shot is gonna like rocket ship to 2 charges. And you wanna get rid of those 2 charges immediately. So like if you could react optimally to every single true shot proc, it would be something like aim shot, rapid fire, aim shot, aim shot. And should never be a rapid fire first. So this is about quick reaction times and quickly just being like, true shot, hit that aim shot. And then follow the, you know, a very shortened version of the true shot priority we described before. Because like right now, like you're casting all these other spells, like true shot is up, you hit rapid fire, okay. Right now, there's nothing under your feet. You could cast an aim shot right now. You'd have to turn mid-cast to face the boss because it's being dragged through you. Which you do. But then like you move here for no obvious reason. And then you only get a single aim shot into the whole true shot proc. 1 rapid fire, 1 aim shot, and then maybe an arcane or something. When, you know, that should have been 2 to 3 aim shots and at least 1 rapid fire. So here once again, so coming out of this aim shot right here, you have a precise shot stack remaining, but rapid fire is available. So you'd hit rapid fire here instead of the precise shot stack, because that's a higher prio. Okay, then aim shot. And here once again you're hitting aim shot, precise shot stack remaining, aim shot not on 2 charges. Now it's time to put up steady focus again. Regard doing its job great there. This is all fine, speeding up a little bit. Rapid fire, good, aim shot off cooldown. Double arcane, double steady. So here, like, instead, like, there's no reason you should be casting aimed right now, because steady shot is missing, so that's your highest prio. Aim shot is nowhere near 2 charges, so there's not even a dilemma here. There's no reason you prioritize this aimed over finishing the double arcane, double steady, sorry. Okay, we get a true shot proc, so once again, we gotta react quick. Right now, like, I would probably hit the aim shot, rapid fire aim shot, so let's see if we do. Because then you actually get a proc on a proc, but here once again you're doing what you do in the opener, which is you're spamming the aim shot and not filling it between other spells. So here coming out of the aim shot, this seems reasonable. Coming out of the true shot, like this seems reasonable. But now aim shot is off 2 charges, so now you gotta put up steady focus, which is 2 steady shots. You hit rapid fire instead. And now you're hitting these arcanes, like so you're really not prioritized. So you get another true shot proc. But you're not prioritizing steady focus, like taking those opportunities to put it up. Alright, so here, so now it's been down for like a long time, but you also keep getting these procs. And here, like, when you're moving, you're filling the gaps plenty fine. Kind of because you have to, you can't stand still and hit the aim shots, but like, I just feel like maybe you could be a bit more aggressive on hitting aim shots. So like, let's slow it down. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Like, I'm looking at this situation, I'm thinking we could fit 2 aim shots into this true shot. So I would go like aim shot. And then, yeah, I would probably move here as well. We do arcane shot, which you do. And then I would do, like, I would move forward there, stand still here and do double aimed. Because right now, you like, everyone's safe here, but you're moving into this swirly here. That then forces you to hit another arcane to get safe over here. When it seemed like there was a much shorter path to safety here that would have allowed you to fill more of this true shot. And then, like, you could have stood still here and actually managed to fit an aim shot into this true shot. But instead you start casting double steady shot, even though you were still in true shot at that point. Then, so we move here through here to not get locked out. That's reasonable. But you're not facing the boss right now. And, like, you were safe here. You could have stopped moving here and started casting aim shot. But you move all the way over here. And now we're casting the aim shot, which has been on 2 charges for quite a while now. Here, once again, hitting aim shot, even though precise shots is up. And here you're prioritizing the... So basically, like, it's mostly the same mistakes that are happening. So what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm gonna speed it up. And if a newer mistake appears, I'll stop to pause on that. But if, like... but if the same mistakes repeat themselves, then I won't stop to make note of that. Because, you know, then the video will be long, but for no good reason. Alright, so good target swap here. Getting a ton of true shot procs, which is really sexy. Now you want to fill this this kill shot. As soon as we stand still, yeah, this is all reasonable. So as you're moving there, like you wanna, in a situation like this where you're moving, So you can't stand the aim shot even though you'd like to because it's on 2 charges. This is where you send the double steady because that is what the VoD is telling you to do. Alright. So now we're just kind of waiting for this to become attackable. Once again, hitting aim shot with 2 charges of precise shot stack, big mistake. And now it's the quick target swap. Gotta get the aim shot out of the way. Double steady, good. Then you still make like sort of front loading damage, rapid fire there. And now you want to hit the, so now once again hitting aim shot, precise shot stacks. Want to get the kill shot off. Like you kind of missed out on the opportunity to kill shot there as it was dying. Like instead I think you hit like an arcane or something. And then also like when it died you were kind of slow to retarget the boss. Like you see here. Like if you slow it down that will exaggerate how long it took, but like, so it dies and nothing's happening and you're kind of standing still and then you hit something. But what you should have probably hit here is a double steady once again because the VoD is telling you to. An aim shot was not quite on 2 charges at that point. So now you definitely want double steady. And we get silenced, which is unfortunate. Aim shot. Okay, and now we want a double steady because that's what the VoD is telling you. I can see you're trying, or it looks like you're trying to press arcane. But your priority should be double steady at this point. Then you cancel the cast of steady. Or what? Like you cancel the aim shot. Okay, and now you get the double steady off. So here, like, you could have stopped moving sooner. Like, you could have stopped moving here and gotten the same shot off 2 charges in my estimation. But instead you're hitting this rapid fire while you're still on 2 charges. And here things are getting a little bit hectic. Here, no true shot. Aim shot not on 2 charges, still hitting aim shot. And then, well, here it's fine. So, but here you're prioritizing what looks like arcane shots instead of the kill shot here. You really want to, yeah, okay, there it is. Alright, and here you're a bit better at swapping back to the boss, which is good. Alright, so yeah, there's still some work to do on the single target rotation. Some low-hanging fruit there for sure. Mostly relating to, filling your every global with something to cast, especially in the opener. Like, aim shots are important, but you can always fit a global between your aim shots without charge capping. So that's important to know. Then secondly, I want to prioritize rapid fire a bit more in general, particularly over arcane shots. Prioritize kill shot a bit more over arcane shots. And then you want to, make sure that you finish your, steady shot pairs. Because sometimes steady focus needs to be refreshed and you cast one steady shot and then you change your mind halfway through and then you cast another spell after that. But steady focus uptime is really what drives more aim shots, even though it doesn't feel like it feels like a subtle effect, but ultimately 8% haste is 8% more aim shots at the end of the day. But just metric wise, obviously, active time quite low. That is largely due to the opener, but it's also a more general issue, I'd say. Steady focus buff uptime extremely low in this particular VoD. Like actually even obviously if you're good enough RNG, then you'll not get that many chances to put it up. But in this case, you had some really cool proxy in the early part, and then it was kind of a dry spell for a while. Definitely more opportunities to put up steady focus throughout this fight. It shouldn't be down more than it is up. That is generally the case. Anyway, I hope that helps. And remember, for those watching, if you want a video like this made for your own VoD, then you just have to subscribe to my Patreon, which you can find in the description below. Thank you so much for your support and your watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.